In a moment that royal watchers are calling one of the most emotionally charged developments in modern monarchy lore, Princess Anne was reportedly overcome with emotion after a long-rumored DNA test brought renewed attention to what insiders describe as Princess Diana's biggest secret. According to sources close to the extended royal household, the results did not introduce a brand new scandal so much as they confirmed a truth Diana herself had quietly protected during her lifetime, one rooted in family, legacy, and the intense pressures of royal duty. While official palace statements remain carefully worded and limited, the reaction behind closed doors has been described as raw, reflective, and deeply personal, particularly for Princess Anne, who shared a complicated yet respectful bond with her late sister-in-law. For decades, Princess Diana's life has been examined through countless lenses: humanitarian icon, media magnet, devoted mother, and a woman navigating extraordinary constraints. Alongside these well-known chapters, persistent whispers have followed the royal family: claims of hidden relationships, unresolved family ties, and unspoken truths known only to a few. The latest development centers on a DNA analysis, allegedly commissioned not to inflame controversy, but to settle lingering questions that had quietly resurfaced during private family discussions. Sources suggest the test was approached with caution and sensitivity, mindful of Diana's memory and the impact any confirmation might have on her sons and the institution she once represented. Princess Anne's emotional response, according to those present, was not rooted in shock alone. It was the weight of confirmation, of something she had long suspected, but never had the proof to acknowledge openly. As the Princess Royal, Anne has often been characterized as pragmatic, reserved, and steadfast in her devotion to duty. Tears, therefore, were unexpected. Yet those close to her say they reflected empathy for Diana's struggles and an acknowledgement of the burdens women in the royal family have historically carried in silence. In that private moment, protocol gave way to humanity, and the past seemed to press urgently into the present. What, then, was the biggest secret the DNA test reportedly confirmed? Insiders are careful to avoid sensational language, emphasizing that the findings relate to lineage and identity rather than scandal in the tabloid sense. The confirmation is said to support long-held private understandings about a familial connection that Diana guarded closely, one that, if discussed publicly during her life, could have complicated already fragile dynamics within the monarchy. Those familiar with the matter insist that Diana's motivation was protection of loved ones, of her children's future, and of an institution she both challenged and respected. Diana's relationship with the royal family was famously complex, and Princess Anne's role within that dynamic has often been misunderstood. While not particularly close in a conventional sense, Anne is said to have respected Diana's sincerity and resilience. Over the years, Anne reportedly witnessed the toll public scrutiny took on Diana, and the confirmation of this long-rumored truth appears to have reframed many memories. Moments once puzzling now carry clarity, and decisions Diana made, some criticized at the time, are being re-evaluated through a more compassionate lens. The DNA test itself is described as a controlled, confidential process, undertaken with the consent of those directly involved and overseen by legal and ethical advisors. No official documentation has been released, and none is expected. Instead, the impact has unfolded quietly within family circles, prompting difficult conversations and emotional reckonings. For Princess Anne, these conversations reportedly stirred reflections on her own life of service, the sacrifices demanded by royal roles, and the ways women in the family have navigated expectations across generations. Observers note that this development arrives at a time when the monarchy is already in a period of transition, balancing tradition with transparency. King Charles has spoken publicly about streamlining the institution and acknowledging past shortcomings, and while this DNA confirmation is not expected to be addressed formally, it adds to the broader context of introspection. Diana's legacy, once contentious, has steadily evolved into one of enduring influence, particularly through her son's commitment to charitable causes and emotional openness. Any confirmation that deepens understanding of her choices is likely to resonate beyond palace walls. Prince William and Prince Harry, according to sources, were informed with care and sensitivity. The emphasis was placed on reassurance that nothing in the findings alters the love, values, or memories they share with their mother. If anything, the confirmation reportedly reinforced Diana's devotion to them and her determination to shield them from unnecessary harm. Both princes are said to have responded privately, processing the information in their own ways, mindful of the public interest that inevitably follows any mention of Diana. Princess Anne's tears have, unsurprisingly, captured public imagination, not because of drama, but because they humanize a figure often seen as unflappable. Those who know her well describe a woman deeply loyal to family, keenly aware of history, and profoundly moved by truth, even when that truth arrives late. The confirmation of Diana's secret is said to have prompted Anne to reflect on missed opportunities for understanding, and on the quiet resilience Diana demonstrated under relentless pressure. Critically, palace insiders caution against exaggerated interpretations. This is not a revelation designed to rewrite royal history overnight, nor is it intended to fuel speculation. Rather, it is described as a private confirmation that allows those closest to Diana to lay certain questions to rest. The emotional response, especially from Princess Anne, underscores how unresolved questions can linger for years, shaping perceptions and relationships in subtle ways. As the story continues to circulate, commentators are urging restraint and respect. Diana's life, though lived in the public eye, contained private dimensions that deserve dignity. The reported DNA confirmation does not diminish her achievements or redefine her legacy. Instead, it adds nuance to an already complex portrait. It reminds the public that behind the titles and headlines were real people, grappling with identity, loyalty, and love. In the end, the significance of this moment may lie less in the specifics of the test and more in the response it evoked. Princess Anne's tears symbolize a reckoning with the past, an acknowledgement of truths long held quietly, and the emotional cost of silence. For a family often defined by reserve, such vulnerability speaks volumes. Princess Diana's biggest secret, now reportedly confirmed, appears not to be a source of shame or scandal, but a testament to her enduring instinct to protect those she loved, even when it meant carrying a heavy burden alone. In an emotional revelation, Princess Anne was reportedly seen in tears after a confidential DNA test confirmed what insiders describe as Princess Diana's biggest secret. While the palace has remained tight-lipped, sources say the moment was deeply personal, reflecting the quiet complexities of Diana's life and the burdens she carried within the royal family. The test did not reveal a scandal, but confirmed a matter of family lineage and identity Diana had carefully protected, ensuring her children and loved ones remained shielded from public scrutiny. Princess Anne, known for her composure and unwavering dedication to duty, rarely displays public emotion, making her reaction all the more significant. Sources say her tears reflected empathy for Diana's struggles and recognition of the pressures faced by women in the monarchy. Those close to the family emphasize that this confirmation brought clarity to long-standing questions, validating suspicions Anne had privately held for years. The DNA test was reportedly conducted with strict confidentiality and consent, overseen by ethical and legal advisors. Prince William and Prince Harry were informed privately, with reassurances that the results did not alter their mother's love or legacy. The moment has provided an opportunity for reflection on Diana's life, her choices, and the quiet strength she demonstrated while protecting those she loved. Observers note that the revelation highlights the human side of the royal family, reminding the public that even figures often seen as stoic experience profound emotions. Princess Anne's reaction underscores the enduring impact of Diana's life and the significance of long-held private truths. Rather than scandal, the DNA confirmation serves as a testament to Diana's devotion, courage, and the sacrifices she made to safeguard her family, leaving a legacy that continues to resonate across generations.